Howdy and welcome to Sunburnt Gaming. We are continuing on with our 1920s Razor Gang game. The group had just killed and atomized and stole the soul of the Seer of the Throne that has been creating problems for them for back a year ago even. And they've now got full control over their gang again, though Everett still is in control of the fighting gang, which I believe Jandao takes issue with. Is that correct?
Yeah, stepping on my toes. I want to handle that.
Oh no, but you were too stretched thin in the eyes of King.
Maybe it was a good thing.
He was stretched thin, I guess, because it was him at the time.
I mean, he was like 4 people at once. It's going to be difficult.
So that's something that you'll be attending to. I think we'll just go over what you guys got looted from his little safe house that he had. The only magical object that you were able to retrieve was his black mirror.
Oh, the staff isn't magical?
No, it is just a yantra.
Okay.
It is an iron staff that can be used by
really
investigators. It's got a decent amount of heft to it. Like you could injure someone with it pretty easily. It's got it's not like hard to lift or anything, but it's got heft to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The mirror, if you guys did like mage sights on it, you guys would see that it is an imbued item that has the magical power of if you're reflected into it, and then you touch your reflection to you put your hand up and touch your own reflection, it'll activate and give you protection from being having your time manipulated. It's the constant presence spell, which is very useful if you're dealing with enemies who have time travel.
That's us. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but we could face
really
against
worried
other
about
time.
me, but I never really did much, did I?
Well, it's useful in general. This is actually a thing they had back a year ago, even. It just wasn't in the original Sanctum that you guys raided. But yeah, it basically means that if someone went back in time and killed him, he'd still be alive.
Now I'm gonna
like
get
that.
paranoid about that, man.
What, that people can time travel? You've dealt with time travelers before.
I know, but it was with dentist and,
No, even in this game. Remember at the wedding? Oh, well, your character isn't aware of it, but...
See, that's why.
Because you guys prevented it. You ruined their time travel attempt.
Wow, I don't remember that at all. I gotta go back and watch the sessions.
It was at the funeral, not the wedding, where the seers, they came in and you guys noticed them by one of the yantra. It was the one, I think, that sent people to kill Chandao. And they cast a spell on basically everyone at the funeral to kill them, to suicide.
I remember that.
Okay, so the books that you guys got, they appear to be a mixture of two things. One is grimoires for his rotes, which I'll just bring up his stat block. I for some reason I closed it after you guys killed him. I should have left it open between sessions. So it was the following spells: Panic of the Whip, which does befuddling; Dominion over Art, which is the Word of Command prime spell; Gaze the Mask of Man, pierces deception; Mastery over the Castle, it's a space spell where the locations are overlapped. and you can overlap the same location multiple times, so that you can be in basically multiple places at once.
That's what it is.
Sort of. Yeah, it's what he did for the multiple bodies at once thing. Is actually what Colocate did back in 1E. Colocate used to make multiple bodies, but you can only control one at a time unless you use mind magic to get multiple mental actions. Because by default, if you give yourself multiple bodies with space, then you just exist in multiple spaces. You still only have one brain, like one mind controlling all those. So yeah, he had to split his mind across multiple. Okay, so the other are what appear to be notes about the gang, where he's got like, okay, here's their current structure, and he's got notes on all of you, notes on what he sees as threats to the gang.
That's important, but what does it say about me?
I think they're going to say that basically you are the easiest person to take over the life of. He thinks that you are going to be, because your routine is relatively minimal. It's not going to be requiring a lot of physical work. It is mainly logistics and organizational. He doesn't have to go out in the front lines and get into stabbings. And he doesn't have to do chemistry or anything.
What does it say about Everett?
He sees Everett as basically an individual who can, as long as you keep him distracted, that he won't try to usurp and get power. But that he's currently dissatisfied and likely to try to get power. So throw him a bone. And I will also say that as a general, how he views things, that he thinks the gang is being too reserved, very not especially active. He thinks it needs more. The gang needs to be doing more, and they need to deal with the big threat on the horizon, that is the other gangs.
Is this King or is this?
This is King's notes, yes.
You know, he's got a point.
No more games.
But we do. I don't know. Got so many there's all things happening with us as mages as well. It's hard to juggle. He had a point.
Well, I don't really want to expand. Otherwise, we'll no longer be a majorly Asian gang. We had to hire more white people.
I think.
And you'd probably need to alter the structure a bit, like do more of what he was doing, where he starts to delegate more, because like the broader the scope, the less personalized the level of control will have to be.
Yeah, once we get experience back, it'll be good to discuss like how we're gonna, who we can trust amongst our current members. I don't think we need to be specifically more expand too much as like members wise. We have how many people? Like 20 or so.
It's okay, I've got a plan. I'll just
yeah,
get some mages and we can add them to the gang. Or I'll just get our gang members and make them into mages.
What's your
Do you
wisdom?
know how to get them into make them into mages? Because I'm not
Yeah,
sure how.
I've got an
possible it is.
idea. I've got a thing. It's a new part of my legacy. You know when we went to the like underworld stuff.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry,
Oh.
I'll try it out first on someone.
Okay.
Who's someone?
Well, I don't have to see. You know, I'd have to look at some people to see who's best suited.
And do you know how? Okay, I mean, if you know if it can work first, I'd be worried about the consequences. But
It's not guaranteed. There's a possibility it goes wrong.
Okay.
That's always the thing. These sort of things, Little
So I
change.
will say, as a reminder of what the core things someone needs in order to awaken, because this won't remove those necessities. I will say, but it increases the chances and influences things. But the core 3 pillars that are needed is first one is an inquiring mind and a prepared soul. So they need to be a teenage or older human, either sleeper or sleepwalker. They have to have integrity as a trait. So they can't have like wisdom or cover or humanity, things like that. And they must have a soul. They should also have some sort of aspiration relating to uncovering the truth or like a mystery, some obsession, something questioning the world in some way.
What if I shoved this awakened soul into someone?
I don't think that's how it works.
But it could be worth a shot.
Maybe.
It could, who knows? That could increase the chances.
Yeah. Good idea.
Maybe it'll be a collaborative effort. Second
Would
one?
you be interested in that though?
I'm megalomaniacal.
Okay. Good.
Is this with the soul obsession?
Yeah.
The second pillar is that they need a confrontation with the lie at some stage. So you need a. Generally, this is often something visibly or noticeably otherworldly, or something that causes them to question the
Don't
reality.
worry, I've got that
Just
part
like-
down.
Do we just like cast a spell in front of them, or has to be different from that?
Well, no, like you guys didn't have a spell cast on you.
No, just. I mean, as a easy way, is just like to cast a spell in front
That's
of them.
one potential way, yes.
Yeah.
But if they're not in the right state of mind, then
I mean, I think that's kind of what my walkway designed to do because there's some weird stuff in that.
yeah, it's like all the weird luck.
Yeah.
The third is intercession of a watchtower.
That sounds hard.
Yeah, the watchtowers themselves are the final. So even if everything goes theoretically perfect, if the watchtowers themselves, which are outside this frame of reality, don't align, then it won't happen. Unless something on the level of power of like an Exarch or an Archmaster, an Aeon.
Ooh, or if we put their soul into it, maybe that could help,
Hmm?
If you put the, awakened soul into them, or did something like that, maybe that could help with the watchtower stuff.
Potentially. And so those are the 3 critical things. So you'll need to make sure that they're human and that they've got some sort of curiosity or obsession or something they're looking into.
Makes sense.
You
I
can't
think
become a wizard unless you're questioning the world.
we should check if any of our people in our gang are vampires. I don't actually
They've
know
all
how
been
much of they've all been in the daylight. Okay, it's fine then.
I'm pretty sure they've all been in daylight. Have we been keeping track on that?
Quick, turn on your death sights, people.
Okay.
I will say, so there are some non-humans in the city, but none of them are vampires. So you've never come across a vampire so far.
Okay. What's the most common?
So the things that aren't necessarily human that you guys have heard of, there's 4 groups. The makeshift men, and you only have like rumors for each of these because you haven't directly encountered them. So the rumors, this is in Western Sydney. You've heard things like people say, "Oh, last time I saw Bill at the factory, he didn't look right. Did he always have one blue eye and one brown? Thought those were both brown all these years, but Bluey just staring through me something fierce." If your arm's rooted on the job in the factories, don't worry about it. Just ask Neil how he got his fix. A lot more diggers bludgeoning work these days. Still can afford a round in the Arvo, so must still be getting paid though. So that's the makeshift man. Just little strings of rumors of like people getting like factory workers and stuff still getting, if they lose an arm, they'll get a new one somehow.
Medicine must be really good these days.
It's modern medicine.
Yeah. I heard doctors do amazing things these days.
Then you've got the Society of 12 Keys, where people have seen some pommy cops going around lately. The detective branch of the police are really annoyed with them because they've got this fancy high society name and stuff. They think that they can order the cops around, order the detectives. Saw one of the boys at a crime scene once, and I swear they must have been in on it or something. They found the murder weapon just by closing their eyes for a sec or two. It was bloody well hidden too. That's in your area and a bit of the north area, so like close to where you were last night. So they may end up being involved in investigating things, potentially.
Okay.
The three kings. If your debts ever got too bad and you've really got nothing left to lose, head to the cross in the dead of night and go to the right place, and you just might see one of the kings. Oh, you'll spot them easy. Dressed like bloody fancy, like some pommy prince. My mate Johnny made a deal with the king once. Lucky cunt got them to fix his buggered leg. They gotta know some bloody good doctors. And then finally, the Well Boys. Saw an Aboriginal man get in a fight with one of the Jacks last week. Was sure the cop shot him through, but yesterday I saw him walking around as if nothing had happened. Those Well Boys always give me the spooks. Feels like someone walked over my grave whenever I cross paths with them.
Well, I was hoping for something that I could test for, like a werewolf or something. But anyway.
No, it's all like just rumors about weird things. That's all you got.
Seems like
just
there's
assume our gang is just human, so it's all good. We'll just assume that one's fine.
Seems like they've got a lot of we got a lot of healers around. It sounds like.
Yeah, we should really use them a bit more, because we always go to this one guy and he's probably getting annoyed. Wait, it's a girl, right?
It's a
Probably getting annoyed at us.
That's a misgendering.
She didn't mind. I don't think she minds, right?
I
mean, she
don't
gets
know.
annoyed when it's like several days in a row, but it's not a.
Yeah, like that one day where it was like 1 week where it was like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I am actually through the chicken quest. I am hoping to get like an extra. Probably gonna up my like allied dot doing that.
Okay.
The chicken quest.
Yeah.
While we're still invisible, I was wondering how long that's gonna last.
I think it was just for like the day or the week, and then he was just gonna end it afterwards. Is what it was.
Can you keep me invisible? I want to go steal some things.
Sure.
Okay. So Danny, can you give me a larceny dexterity roll?
Okay. I think I've got good larceny. Yeah, 3.
No penalty because of the invisibility. Normally I'd have people roll in perception against this.
2 successes.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you can. You get into the jewelry store. That's not too far off. Like, it's still a bit of a walk to get onto like the more prestigious areas. How are you breaking in?
Oh, I'll pick the lock.
Okay.
Assuming it's locked, is it night?
Yes, it's still
Yeah.
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick the lock.
So I'm gonna say maybe you can get stuff for, because you're trying to get stuff for your cabal mates and
I was trying to get,
Joan.
yeah, something jade for Domino. Maybe something brass for experience, but I kind of wanted it to be drug related, but I really don't know what that would be at all, because my character probably knows more about drugs than I do, which makes things really difficult.
Yeah,
Rough syringe.
Yeah.
Just
And then
abstract drugs
if
away.
I break into a jewelry store, I'll just like steal something like shiny. Or
They are
just
abstract.
apologize, you know.
Okay. Much like a magpie, she is. Okay,
I'll
so
make me like a necklace. And I don't know, is there anything brass there that might be something Experience cares about?
I'm not sure because like he's not super into jewelry.
I know, I can't figure out what to get him.
Drugs.
Okay. I don't. He's already got drugs though.
Steal drugs from another
Okay.
gang.
Wait, what?
He's so tired of our drugs, so he wants to opium, so he probably wants something like harder.
Need new and exciting new drugs.
Okay, so I'll get this from the jewelry store, and then I'll like hang out at some place where hopefully I know they sell some drugs, and maybe pickpocket some guy.
Oh, okay.
See if that works. So I'll do two things. I'll do this, and then later on I'll do that.
Okay.
There's probably gonna be a different role, right?
I'll allow it just for the sake of you got 2 successes. We'll say you did two things.
Yay! I don't know anything about drugs, but maybe in character, hopefully I got some good drugs.
Okay. What about the rest of you? John Dow? Now that you've got control back, you wanna deal with the gang situation?
I want to solidify our base. So, still can't kick Everett out. I'll touch base with the drug operations again and say, okay, we're not doing foreign drugs. We changed our mind. It's too risky.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely they're gonna follow it, but they're definitely okay. So we'll have to change some plans. And...
We'll just stick to opium for now. Our opium, I mean, not theirs.
The I'm wondering like how much like confident like are you giving off any sort of like how composed are you when you're doing this?
I would
Like
say
how
relaxed.
matter of fact. Okay.
I would say relaxed.
Okay, so it's not like an intimidating order. It's just like, hey, like this is the situation. Okay.
It's just being succinct.
Okay.
I guess I might be looking at people too much like tools at the moment. 'Cause I have no empathy.
Okay. That's fair. Domino.
I'll just mention that. I don't think everyone will appreciate that. I'm not meeting with him, so it's fine.
Yes. Until you can find something to get him on, I guess. But apparently, with his new responsibility, he might be distracted and not try to usurp anything.
Maybe. Okay, I'll just keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine, Rowan. Yeah.
I was taking him off my will stab list.
Is there anything that you want to do, Domino, this evening before I move forward the plot a slight bit to the next day?
God, what's happening the next day?
Anthony?
Hmm?
Is there anything you want to do this evening before I progress to the next day?
Okay, this evening I'll
You
probably be.
recently disintegrated a man.
Yes, I recently disintegrated a man. I am tired. I was. Yeah, I think I'll be getting straight home to rest. I'm going to Frankenstein's tomorrow when I've got my energy back.
Okay.
Although I am also keen on like helping solidify the gang. I can help do that during the next day.
Okay. Then everyone get your willpower back for
Yep.
resting.
Didn't have any used.
Okay. The next day.
I'll be staying in my spa to get my mana back.
Okay. That's certainly one way to do it. Let's see. So, I think the next day, things are gonna go like for the working part of the day. Things are gonna go relatively straightforward. Except I would like. I'm gonna say, can I get maybe a perception roll from Jean Dao?
Okay. 11.
11.
Yeah.
That's a lot of successes.
What do you think meant perception? Oh
Yeah.
no, I was thinking this. No, I'm tired.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, that's impressive. Like that is so many success. I like it would. You begin to see everything.
Through time itself. Just one success.
Okay. Let me do it. Okay, they got 4 successes. I'm gonna say. So you get a sense of being watched, but you can't pinpoint where.
Better not be Everett.
As you go about your day to day. Once, so you guys, you're managing, you're keeping an eye on things. Specifically, Everett, in your case, when it comes to the drug operations, we know that you guys have changed your tactics, and that's being supported by Domino. Andrew's managing that sort of thing. Dane, I don't know how much work there is for your character during the day, so I assume the gambling dens are primarily a more evening-night situation.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna take the night off tonight. I'm gonna organize a date.
Okay.
So I probably have to do a bit more. Anything I can do beforehand, I'll try and do it and let people know and stuff.
You'll have to tell your boss.
Who's my boss?
There's no one above you.
Okay, good. I was like,
yeah.
am I forgetting someone in this organizational structure?
Johnny Malone. How could you forget about Johnny Malone? He's been your best friend for 3 years. Yes.
Oh, I'll give the gifts to. Well, Mike's not here, so I'll just give the jade gift to Domino. Say, just wanted to thank you for the time you helped out Joan. Here's a bit of a thing. Hopefully it can help you with spell casting luck-based stuff. But I don't know, because Jade's lucky.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I think I can use this for... No, tell me, I can use this for, helping...
And it looks cool as well. I chose the best design I could find.
It looks good for me, I guess.
Maybe it's a dragon.
I don't normally wear necklaces.
I like dragons, so,
Yeah.
It's not a necklace, it's like a pin brooch thing.
Yeah, I thought all we've been through, I think. Thank you. I should get you something in return.
No, that's okay. You already did something for me. I'm just repaying debts.
Alright. Thanks.
And I do the same for experience. Which maybe we don't do now.
Yeah. For reference for the audience, yeah, I'm sure they can tell when Mike's not here. He's a very, very animate individual of our group. But yes, work has meant he cannot come to this session. So, Dane, doesn't that give you mana?
Does it? Oh yeah, it does.
As part of your new legacy, giving gifts.
Yeah.
Can you please roll Gnosis? I think Composure.
Composure. Okay. 0 successes.
Unfortunately, giving the gifts did not give you any mana today.
That's okay. I didn't do it for the mana, though. It would be nice. I have to get mana, so I might go down to my Hallow at some point. Wait, what are you doing with your Hallow? Bring this up in the conversation as I give the gift over. Is it still kind of like just got Taz everywhere?
It seems to have emptied out a bit. I think. Have any of you?
You guys remember, Experience crushed it and was breathing it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Experience told me that. Yeah, Experience did
That cleared it out, so it started.
Okay,
It
so it's all
started
good
up
then.
again.
Yeah.
Like cleared the blockage
Well, that's good.
at the cost of his health.
Yeah, well, that's normal for him, I think.
Okay, so when it comes to this date,
Yes.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I feel like it should be somewhat fancy, so I'm actually gonna spend the group's what's it? We have like
Resolve.
y-
Not resolve. Resources.
yeah, resources to get into a fancy restaurant.
Okay.
No one else was using them, guys. So
Mike would be pleased to hear that someone is using it.
basically, this is to say sorry about everything that's going on, and then I give them a gift. And that's how romance works, right, guys? Yeah.
A known player of Dragon Age. Okay. I would like a roll to see how well this ends. It will be with a, but like I think we'll say that the bonus from the gift counteracts the penalty for the past 2 weeks.
Okay. So what kind of roll is it?
I think this is probably presence, socialize.
Socialize. Oh
Maybe?
god, I have one socialize. Okay. I'm using willpower. So 7.
And this will be penalized by their composure.
Okay, so do I minus?
-2.
Oh, they don't have a lot of composure.
They got average composure.
I guess 3 successes.
Okay. So they're at this restaurant. You give them the gift, and there's still a level of annoyance, and they can see that you're like they know it's slightly artificial. Like it's obviously like it's a makeup gift, right?
Yeah.
You're not like hiding that. It's not a but they can see this. She can see the sincerity there. She's gonna be willing to take the gamble, and like it's obviously that you're a slight risky person, but like she'll give you another shot.
Yes. Oh, and while we're doing this, I want to check with that new kind of like sight thing that you said you
Yes.
can tell if they're gonna like possibly have a calamity or become a mage.
Okay. The moment you think about doing this, it takes your action, but so it's only like a second or two of like a thinking thing. It doesn't require using mage sight. It's just you think about doing it and it happens, and you see them in like the middle of a crossroads in the forest, where one road, there's 3 directions. The one that she came from, where it sort of looks like it's like from civilization, like it's like a town, small village. It's very European woods style. And the 2 directions from there, one that goes to like what looks to be if you go far enough along that road, up some hills, there is a wizard's tower. Very Merlin-y type vibes.
Okay.
The other goes into the dark of the forest.
Yay.
The one where you can see those classic, like, once it gets a certain level of darkness, you can just see like predatory eyes.
Yep.
And she seems to be unsure which way to go. And then it's a split second, you're back.
I can't say I'm surprised. I think Snake Eyes is gonna be like, "Ooh, that's good," but also, "Oh, that's bad." So they're feeling very mixed feelings right now.
Can I get a composure roll? Maybe subterfuge
Okay.
to see if it plays on your face.
Yeah. 4 successes.
Okay,
I'm pretty good at poker,
yeah.
you know.
So let's see. She only got 1 success to notice. So, doesn't play on your face too severely. You can keep in control of the situation and don't let it hint that, like, okay, yep, she's either going to awaken or something very terrible is going to happen to her.
Yep. I
And you
better
can-
make sure she awakens, like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna have to draw up long-term plans. How do I get her to be curious about things?
So you're paying for this whole night, I assume? Is that the vibe?
That's the vibe, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Given the time constraints we have for this short session, do we want to go further in detail with that, or should we move
I
on?
don't think it's necessary. I need to think on some stuff anyway.
Okay.
Should have left
No.
King around, so then she would inquisitive if that was really you.
Okay.
I mean, it's one way. Okay. So, I think we'll now change over to Domino this evening, who was heading back to Frankenstein.
Do you want to save this for next session? Because it is like nearing 1 o'clock. I don't know, this could take a while.
Okay. Then in that case, is there anything John Dow wants to do before we finish the session?
I don't think I've
Okay. Then we'll just keep this a very short session.
I mean, is your chicken thing gonna involve John Dow at all? Just wondering. Because, I mean, it's pretty short otherwise if we don't do it, you know?
the chicken have soul.
Question.
It might actually. Do you want to come along?
Oh, yeah. He's not the one to ask about souls. He is no death.
No.
Lord.
No.
No. I think
Animals normally have souls, right?
animals normally do not.
Oh. Then
Oh.
ignore me. I know nothing about things.
I don't know. It was using the battery we got from the underworld. Could be that the soul got like pulled into it.
Why would it?
Ghosts.
Ghosts, I guess. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
a
he's in a
ghost is
ghost
different
battery.
to the soul, right?
He doesn't have to have death thoughts.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably. Do you want to come have a look? I mean, there's Typhon. Typhon's there as well, anyway. So I'm
Does
pretty
he
sure
have
he
death?
has. Does he have death?
I don't think
I
so.
know he's alive.
Yeah, Typhon's a life mage. He's a shapeshifter and
Yeah.
animal helper.
Hmm.
Even if the animals are a bit fucky and maybe merged with other animals, but he didn't do it, so it's okay. He just helps the ones that are merged and stuff, so they don't get squished by people. Like, imagine how cruel the world would be to the hybrid spider/gorilla, as they need protection. So yeah, I think well, in that case, we'll end this here. I'll give out some XP for the end of session stuff and see if there's any aspirations I've missed. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next time.
Sure.
We have to ask the question.
Oh yes, yeah. What question do you ask? Like what?
Do you know
Well-
with how we set it up? It's like we ask a question like every second episode, but we don't do it. It's
It's interesting, isn't it?
yeah. You only need to comment on it every second episode.
What was your favorite gift you ever received?
Oh, that's a nice one. Is it? We could preemptively ask what was your favorite fire bomb?
Just last time.
Preemptive?
Preemptive firebomb? I was gonna.
No,
ask
what do you
a
mean
word.
preemptively ask? What, are you firebombing?
Wait, not preemptively.
Like,
Retroactively. Retroactively.
No, that had, last session had a question.
Do we?
Yeah, so what are your favorites here?
Yeah, that's true. We did, so it's all good.
All right.